We learned yesterday that if an animal falls into someone's yard and eats food, then the owner only has to pay mashenenis, the amount that he would have benefited or the amount that he saved by not feeding his animal now. Now the reason why he gets off so easy is because it fell in ba'inus. The Gemara now continues with bringing down a machlokes regarding this halacha. And it brings down Rav Kahana. That Rav Kahana says that the owner only pays mashenenis only when it ate the grain in the row that it fell. However, if it went from row to row and it ate the grain, there he pays ma shehizika. The Gemara then brings down the opinion of Rabbi Yochanan. That Rabbi Yochanan says the owner pays mashenenis even when the animal went from row to row. And even if it stayed in the field the entire day, he pays mashenenis. It is only if the animal went out and then came back in with the owner's knowledge that he pays Masha Hizika, and we'll explain that last statement in Mirza Hashem tomorrow. So just to recap again, Rav Kahana holds that when the animal falls in, he only pays mashenenis on the immediate row that he fell in. But if he went to another row, then he would not have to pay. He would pay then Masha Hizika. And the reason why this is because since in the first row the animal fell in ba'inus, and we know the pasuk says v'shilach as be'iroi ubier b'stei acher, that he has to send it in and he has to give it to eat. And since the first row that it fell in was clearly in inus, over there it does not fill the criteria of v'shilach and ubier, and he gets off with only paying mashenenis. However, Rav Kahana considers another row to be an entirely different field. And we know that if an animal goes into a different field without an inus, like in this case it would not be an inus, then the owner of the animal has to pay Masha Yizika. So he says the only time he pays mashenenis is only on the place where he fell, but if he goes to another part of the field, then he would pay Masha Yizika. It is important to know that this is even true if the owner was aware that his animal fell in. So the owner sees his animal fall in, he still would only pay mashenenis on the row that it fell into, and on another row he would pay Masha Yizika. Now, and Rav Yochanan again, he holds that the owner pays Masha Yizika on the entire field, even if it stayed in the whole day. He always pays mashenenis. He'll always pay mashenenis, even if it stood in the whole day. And the reason is because he considers the entire field to be one field, and since it entered the field with an inus, it's not v'shilach, and it's not ubier. He didn't send it in, and he didn't give it to eat, and therefore he is potter and would only have to pay mashenenis.